when they have time. And as a guy like me that came in about the same time, I get mistaken for Jeb every now and then. I think it's just the beard. But you see him race around these cars, and you see his car go across the bump as they're running the second lane before. So much better than that 18. He's able to get position inside of him.
He's able to get position. It's still not going to be an easy pass, as the top lane does seem to be preferred at this point, this late into a run with 5 laps to go. Look at the line of cars on the outside. So a little risk making this move.
If he doesn't get this done and get back in line, that 19 is a big slide off at 2. We'll see if the 19 has a run. As we pan over, 19's inside of him.
Momentum means everything. Taylor Gray had the early drift, but he's rallied. Was outside the top 15, trying to work his way back toward the top 10. As we close on the end of stage 1, only 4 to go. Allgaier 2.6 seconds in front of Chandler Smith. And the battle for 5th is on. Ryan Truex, Austin Hill, and now Brandon Jones enters the party.
You know, that racing is so much fun to watch because, you know, they're in line and you got to sit there and think about, okay, is this run I have big enough to actually clear them, or am I going to get stuck on the bottom like Jeb did and possibly lose a spot? You got to weigh all those things out, and sometimes it's so inviting to go take that run, and sometimes it's just not good enough, and the risk isn't quite worth the reward. You got to think through all that stuff at 180 miles an hour.
Take the run. Take the run and
take the run every time. I know that.
Yeah,
I've raced around you enough to know you're taking it.
You think I studied for your whole career? I know we're similar in age. You were doing this for a decade before me. I watched you.
That's the problem. Everyone watched.
Allgaier working lap traffic. This is big as we head toward the end of the stage. Who's going to stay on the lead lap? Who might get the free pass after going 1 lap down? 2 to go. And, you know, we've been hard on Junior Motorsports. They hadn't had a top 5 finish this season until last week. They put 3 in the top 5 at Martinsville. Allgaier wins the stage last week, in position to win a stage today, and leading a ton of laps as Riley Herbst gets by his teammate.
Yeah, back to those JRM cars, too. That's not because they haven't been performing, right? Allgaier had the race won.
He did.
At Phoenix before he had a flat tire. There were 2 to go. You know, now you see him about to win this stage on the last lap here.
I mentioned earlier, swept the stages last year at Texas, and that was the second time he had done that. Got a stage victory last Saturday night at Martinsville. 7 cars got it in the win today. He leads 18 laps in the opening stage and wins a stage here at Texas for the 5th time in his career. Chandler Smith is second. Herbst hangs on to third. Brandon Jones gets up there inside the